What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy, Imaginus here, bringing you another commentary. Today we're watching a little free-for-all video here. Not a game that I normally play, but I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of variety. What I want to talk to you guys about today is how to improve your kill-to-death ratio, how to make you a better Call of Duty player. This is not about strategy. This is about things you can purchase and a couple of different options that you have when you're playing the game. And things that just made me better as a player as I was going through, when I started out at World at War to where I am today at Ghosts. So when I was playing World at War and I first started, I was actually playing on a PlayStation 3 and I was playing on an old television, not even a flat screen. I think it was like a 32-inch, and I decided that it was time for a new TV. I wanted to improve my gameplay as well, so I wanted to go and get the biggest, baddest LCD, flat screen, HD, 1080p that they had out there. So I did. I went out and I bought not the biggest and baddest, but I went out and bought a 47-inch Sony Bravia TV. Absolutely beautiful television. I still have it today. I still love it. It's actually in my office right above my setup right now, so I can watch hockey games and things while I'm playing video games. And I'll tell you, this did not make the difference that I thought. It was clearer. The guys in the distance I could see better. The problem was, because the TV is so large, it affects your reaction time. The time it takes to pan from left to right side on a landscape, although maybe milliseconds to a second, really did affect my gameplay and my reaction time. I was probably about the same. It was probably a trade-off. The quality and my ability to be able to see people off in the distance improved my kill-to-death ratio, but my reaction time suffered, which would have decreased it, so it was probably a wash. It probably ended up even at the end of the day. But I recommend getting something 24, 27 inches. What I'm playing on now is a 24-inch Asus 1 millisecond refresh rate monitor. I don't need speakers on it. I didn't need a TV. This is just for gaming. It's all I use it for. So there's no speakers on it because I have a headset, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But that's something that I would definitely recommend. Stick in the 24 to 27 inch range and 1 to 2 milliseconds of refresh time. Now the next thing is sense of touch. A couple different factors here. The first one is a sensitivity on your controllers. Do I use 10? Do I use 2? What's the difference? Why would I use one over the other? Well, I would say if you are missing a lot of shots downrange at long distances, you probably should lower your sensitivity. You're probably going back to left and right too much and you're missing your target too much. If your sensitivity was lower, they would probably hit that target more often. If you're constantly getting shot from behind and you're trying to turn around and react to it and you just don't have the time, you might want to move your sensitivity up a little more. If you're going to change your sensitivity, change it one step at a time. Play 5-10 games at one sensitivity. Get a little bit used to it, go up the next level or go down the next level, whichever way you're headed. I recommend between a 3 and a 5. On this gameplay here, I'm playing with a 4. The other two things are controllers and joystick extensions. I know a lot of professional gamers. I'm not a professional gamer, but a lot of the people that are really good at this game do use SCUF controllers and joystick extensions like Control Freaks. These help to improve your accuracy, and the extensions do, and then the SCUF controllers help by putting 2 extra or 4 extra paddles on the back of your controller that you can design or set up as a different button, like jump and crouch. This is going to allow you to leave your right thumbstick on your aiming joystick and use your middle finger or your ring fingers on the back to hit the paddles to jump so that you can aim while you're jumping or aim while you're crouching, and this is really going to help you in the long run as well. Then the last thing I want to talk about is your sense of sound. If you do not have a headset like a Turtle Beach or a Triton or an Astra, I believe those are probably the top 3 selling headsets out there. You don't have one of those, you really need to go get one of those if you want to improve your kill-to-death ratio. I'm sure your family or your friends will appreciate it when they don't have to come over and hear all the sounds of the gunplay. But it really is going to help improve your kill-to-death ratio, the sense that you can hear people's footsteps. The first pair that I ever bought was a set of Tritons. I've owned all 3 of these, so I'm going to sort of weigh in and review the difference between them and tell you which one I think is the best and why. So Tritons were great when I brought them home. From listening through my Sony Bravia speakers on my new TV to a Triton headset was like night and day. I could hear the footsteps. I could tell you what they were walking on. I could tell you, give or take, how far away they were, what direction they were coming from. So that instantly improved my gameplay right away and how good I was at this game. There was a little bit of a problem though. After about an hour of gameplay, the Tritons would really start to hurt my ears because the earpieces were not very big. They're not made for, you know, full-grown men or, you know, full-grown teenage boys, if you will. They seem like they're meant for little kids or, you know, girls' ears, something a lot smaller. So they definitely hurt my ears. And then the durability, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. It was sort of in the middle between the three. I went to go pick them up one day by the earpiece, and the bracket snapped backwards, the little plastic bracket snapped backwards. So I had to go and get a new pair. I went to the store. I couldn't return it. I didn't have a receipt, and they didn't have Tritons at the store anymore. So I actually had to get a different pair, and I purchased the top of line Turtle Beaches at the time. And I brought these home, and I put these on. There was one difference I noticed right away. Tritons have like an idle sort of static noise when you're using them. There's it's a very faint static sound. It didn't bother me at all. I don't think it would bother anybody. Once you start playing the game noise takes over. But so I was really happy that it didn't have that, and they seem to be a little more comfortable on my ears. Once I started playing the game, however, the quality of sound and footsteps and everything like that was nowhere near what the Tritons were. It honestly wasn't. The Tritons were definitely, the quality of sound was so much better than the Turtle Beaches, although the Turtle Beaches were a little bit more comfortable. Lo and behold, I went through about 3 pairs of those Turtle Beaches because the durability, same thing. It just wasn't there. It was even worse than the Tritons, I would say. They dropped off my desk one time, and the thing shattered like it was like a light bulb. And the last pair that I own now is the Astro A40s. When I put the Astro A40s on, it reminded me, it's got that little static sound sort of in the background for when it's just idle and you can't hear anything. It just, I don't know how to describe it. Anybody that has those headsets, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's nothing for you to worry about by any means. It's not annoying. It doesn't bother me. As soon as the game starts, all you can hear is the sound of the gameplay. But these Astro A40s are by far the best headset. So the sound quality, the footsteps, everything similar to the Tritons, even better maybe. The build, the durability of these is hand and fist above, and the comfort is leaps and bounds better than the other two put together, or the best features of the other two put together. So for sound quality, I would go Astros first, Tritons second, Turtle Beaches third. For comfort, I would go Astros first, Turtle Beaches, it's the only time that they're not in last place, and then Tritons third because they're just too small. And then for durability, I go Astros first, Tritons second, Turtle Beaches third. So as you can see from those 3 ratings there, I truly believe in the Astros. They're an excellent gaming headset. They are pricey. You know, the top A50s run you like $300, and the A40s that I have were $250. The only difference really is one is wireless, I think, is the only difference between the two. I could have got the A50s. I got the A40s just because I would rather have wired than wireless. I don't want to have to charge my headset or anything like that. I sit right up close to my monitor, so it's no problem. Those are my, my suggestions, the things that you guys can do in my review there. Thanks for watching the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I went 30-7, free-for-all game mode that I don't really play very often. If you did like, please comment, subscribe, and see me later. Imagine us out. Thanks for watching.